Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. All right, today we are using some of my pumpkin butter, some cream cheese, and we are making a baked pumpkin butter cheesecake. I have my lovely daughter along to give me a hand, but as to whether that's going to be more help than hindrance, who knows. I'm going to start with just a packet of biscuits. These are shortbread biscuit. Just whack them in the food processor and I'll pulse those up into a crumb. And then we're just going to add quarter cup of butter to that. Just pulse it up again. It is all crumbed up. As you can see, lovely golden colour from the butter. And now we're going to use our springform pan. As you can see, I've got some paper on the bottom of that. Just makes it come off a little bit easier. And if you cut against the pan base, it means that it's not going to cut the bottom of the tray. So we're just going to spread that biscuit base out. I'm just going to use the base of a glass just to pack it down nice and firm. Now that's a pretty thick base, but I do like a fairly thick base on the bottom of a baked cheesecake. I find it just works a little bit better for me. Obviously, if you want a thinner base, then use less biscuits. So that's going to go across into an oven. It's going to be at 350 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius. For about 10 minutes, and I just want to cook that so the butter works into it and amalgamates it into a nice firm base. From there, it's just going to go into the fridge. And we are up to the filling. Now we're going to go in with 3 250 gram or 8 ounce blocks of cream cheese that's been brought up to room temperature just to soften it off. And 1 cup of white sugar. Now, if you're going to do this with a pumpkin puree rather than using the pumpkin butter that I've got, at this stage you'd want to add in your herbs and spices, just basic pumpkin pie spices.
Isn't that A1 sugar?
Yes, it is A1 sugar.
I remembered something from high school.
Awesome. Granulated white sugar. All right, so we're just going to mix this together and then we shall move on. All right, there we go. We've beat it together, scraped it down, given it a beat again. And now we're going to go in with the pumpkin butter. I'll throw up a link for my recipe on this one.
Just a small spatula?
No, spatula is fine, child.
Okay.
As I said at the start, I don't know how much help she's going to be, but she's going to be.
You didn't say that at the start.
Alright, now again, if you're doing it with pumpkin puree, at this stage, you do the pumpkin puree. We'll just beat that all together again. So we need 4 eggs. The best way to do it is to crack them into a bowl and add them in one at a time, and then just mix that to incorporate each egg before you add the next one. Stop! And again, we'll scrape it down as we go along just to make sure.
That spatula's about to break again.
Just to make sure that the egg is fully incorporated.
Can I tip it in now?
Tip it in. actually take the bowl out. That way I can get a good scrape on it. The whisk does tend to make it a little harder to scrape. Nice mix. Alright, there we are, all mixed up. Just scrape everything off the whisk. And that, of course, is a treat to clean later. And then with the help of your mouthy assistant, you pour it all in.
Mouthy assistant. There's easier ways to do this.
Okay, then smooth it down level. From here we're going into a 300 Fahrenheit,
148.
48 or 150
148.887.
Celsius oven for an hour, and just bring it out when it's no longer jiggly. Right, as you can see, we lost the jiggle in it, so that's done. We will leave it up here to cool. That needs 20 minutes to cool, and then it needs to go in the fridge for 3 hours. All right, folks, here we are, chilled down. It's actually the next day, so I do not have an annoying child hanging around anymore. But make sure to stay tuned at the end of this, and I've got a few outtakes of the interaction between me and my daughter. All right, so there we go. A little bit of icing sugar on top to decorate. And of course, the big question, how does it taste? And that is absolutely delicious. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and bye for now.
You said you milked it.
Do you have to wait until I press record before you drop a smart ass comment?
Yeah. Because I know it's not going to be kept in there. I can see a whole lot of dry biscuits.
They're not dry.
They haven't been touched by the butter.
Yeah, they have.
No.
Yeah, they have. They're set down because of the butter. Happy?
Not really.
When are you happy in this world? Right, now would be a no talking time.
You're going to keep it in anyway.
Unless you have something positive to add. I can't keep all your inane comments in.
Wait, why are you asking me for the Fahrenheit conversion when you... the Celsius conversion when you just turn on your oven?
Because I haven't set a temperature. Oh, child, sometimes you are too much.
Made your speech better, didn't I? I'll just make the commentary fun.
Alright, you want to make the shut up one?
Smells like Starbucks pumpkin pie frappuccino. I don't like you.
You do realise I somehow need to cut together all of this to make it make sense.